Welcome to social class. This is Padmavati, your social teacher. Today, I would like to explain a simple topic. I will ask some introductory questions. Children, what is this, children? Yeah, this is cell phone. This is cell phone. This is your favorite, no? Isn't it? Yeah. Can you say a few features of this cell phone? Can you say a few features of this cell phone? Yes. RAM, ROM, screen, processor, camera, etc. These are the features of cell phone. What are the physical features of humans? What are the physical features of humans? Yes. Eyes, chin, nose, hands, legs, head, etc. These are the physical features of humans. In the same way, India has also physical features. India has also physical features. Can you guess, children? What is our topic? Can you guess? Yes, today our topic is India Relief Features. What is our topic, children? India Relief Features. See, children, I am writing on board. India Relief Features. Spell along with me. India Relief Features. This is the first lesson of our textbook. See, children, in this lesson we have to learn these. First one location, second one geological background, third one relief divisions. So these three we have to learn. The first one we are discussing, that is location. That is location. Children, what is location? What is location? Location means nothing but a address. Nothing but a address. For example, see, children, where is your house means what do you say? You are saying your address, isn't it? With the help of your address, we can find your house easily in village or town, isn't it? Yes. In the same way, India has also address. How can we find India on globe or in the world? On globe or in world? How can we find, children? How can we find the location of India? Yes, with the help of latitudes and longitudes, we can find the location of India on globe or in world. How can we find? How can we find the location of India? On globe means, see, children, so this is India address. Now we are discussing address of India. With the help of latitudes and longitudes, we can find the location of India. See, latitudes. What are latitudes? Have you seen globe, children? This is globe. This is globe. What do you observe on globe? Here some continents, some oceans, some countries, and the globe is in blue color, and some horizontal lines and vertical lines are there. Some horizontal lines, some vertical lines are there. Have you observed or not? Okay. Latitudes. What are latitudes? The imaginary horizontal lines on the globe is called latitudes. The imaginary horizontal lines on the globe is called latitudes. What are longitudes? What are longitudes? Longitudes means the imaginary vertical lines on the globe are called longitudes. Latitudes are circles around the globe, and longitudes are semicircles. Latitudes are circles, longitudes are semicircles. Which latitudes and longitudes India located? Between which latitudes? latitudes means the India is located in northern hemisphere. The India is located in northern hemisphere. Between these latitudes, India is located. Between which longitudes India is located, children? See, 68 degrees 7 minutes to 97 degrees 25 east longitudes. Here also you have to remember direction. You have to remember direction. Between which longitudes India is located, children? See, 68 degrees 7 minutes to 97 degrees 25 minutes eastern longitudes. Why, madam, you are saying up to north latitudes here, eastern latitudes? Why are you saying that different directions means India is located in northern hemisphere, but the India is located in northern hemisphere in east direction. Because of that, we gave EL, eastern longitudes. It is in eastern hemisphere, in northern hemisphere, in eastern hemisphere. That means in east direction, the India is located. Because of that, we gave east direction, east longitude. See, children, now you can say between which longitudes and latitudes India is located? Between which latitudes and longitudes India is located, children? Between 8 degrees 4 minutes and 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitudes, and 68 degrees 7 minutes to 97 degrees 25 minutes east longitudes. Between these latitudes and longitudes, India is located. And next point, length of India. What is the length of India? Here length means from north to south. Here length means from north to south. Length of India 3,214 kilometers. What is the length of India from north to south? 3,214 kilometers. Next, width. What is the width of India? Width means here from west to east or east to west, whatever it may be. From width means from west to east. 2,933 kilometers. The width of India is 2,933 kilometers. 33 kilometers. See, children, this is IST, Indian Standard Time. So these are all points in our textbook third page. Map is there now. So that map we are discussing now. IST, Indian Standard Time. Indian Standard Time, IST. See, children, in third page map is there now. In this map, middle of the India, one longitude is passing. So see, that is 82.5 degrees 30 minutes east longitude is there now in our textbook map. See, in that map 82.5 degrees 30 minutes EL is there. That is called Indian Standard Time. So 82.5 degrees east longitude is taken as IST, Indian Standard Time. 82.5 degrees east longitude is taken as Indian Standard Time. 82.5 degrees eastern longitude, these two one only. Like this you have to write 82 degrees 30 minutes or 82.5 degrees east longitude. Whatever it may be, these two are same only. East longitude is taken as Indian Standard Time. Why, children? These longitude only. Why they are taken as IST? Why? Because this is passes through middle of the country or center of the India. Because of that, these longitudes taken, this longitude is taken as ISD. So what is the use of ISD? For example, see children, anywhere in India you should go, same time is applicable for each and every place in India. Same time is going on. For example, now the what is time now children? 2:30. Now time is 2:30 p.m. So you have to see in Delhi what is the time is at the same time 2:30 only happening. Or what is the time in Tamil Nadu or Gujarat, Arunachal Pradesh? If we see means same time is applicable. How it is possible? Means because of these 82.5 degrees east longitude. So in India, how many states are there? 28 states are there. 9 union territories are there. So these 9 union territories, 28 states following same time only because of these eastern longitudes. So this is called Indian Standard Time. Next children, ISD, Indian Standard Time, 5.5 hours ahead of GMT. GMT means Greenwich Mean Time. So ISD is 5.5 hours ahead of GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. See children, the second one is geological background. The second one is geological background. So what is meant by geology or geological? So it is related to, see children, the study of the earth physical structure. The study of the earth physical structure is called geological. Geology or geological means, what is the meaning of geological or geology? Means the study of the earth's physical structure. The study of the earth's physical structure is called geology or geological background. See children, the study of the earth physical structure means, once we have to go to 9th class first lesson. We have to go to 9th class first lesson. In 9th class first lesson we have to recall once Alfred Wegener's theory. Once we have to recall Alfred Wegener's theory. What is Alfred Wegener's theory? He introduced the continental drift theory. He introduced the continental drift theory. What is continental drift theory? What is continental drift theory? The present arrangement of continents and ocean basins. The present arrangement of continents and ocean basins is called continental drift theory. Is called continental drift theory. Continental drift theory introduced by the Alfred Wegener. His country was Germany. He belonged to Germany. He is a German geophysicist. He introduced continental drift theory. According to Alfred Wegener, what is continental drift theory? According to Alfred Wegener, what is continental drift theory? Continental drift theory means it describes about the present arrangement of continents and oceans. Present arrangement of continents and oceans. Next, 220 million years ago, the earth is like united object. The earth is like a united object. That united object is called Pangea. That united object is called Pangea or Pangaea. This Pangaea means supercontinent. This Pangaea means supercontinent. Around this Pangea, water body is there. That water body was Panchalasa. Middle of the Pangea, one sea is there. That be disintegrated into two parts. Disintegrated into two parts. Disintegrated into two great landmarks. Laurentia, Gondwana. Laurentia, Gondwana. Again, these Laurentia and Gondwana disintegrated into continents. Again, these Laurentia and Gondwana disintegrated into pieces. And next, Panthalassa. Panthalassa means here between the continents and between these pieces some gap is there. Between the continents some gap is there. The gap was filled by the Panthalassa water bodies, and Panthalassa became the 5 great oceans. Panthalassa became the 5 great oceans. Pangaea became the continents. Pangaea became the continents, and these Panthalassa became the 5 great oceans, and Tethys Sea became the Himalayas. Due to the internal actions, here the Tethys Sea became the Himalayas. This is the geological background of landforms. This is the geological background of landforms. Okay, next topic children, major relief divisions. Major relief divisions. What is meant by relief? What is meant by relief? Relief means shape of the land. Relief means shape of the land. Relief means children shape of the land or landscape or shape of the land. Relief means. See children, the earth is not uniform in any way in India. Not only in India, in the world also, the earth is not uniform. See children, in some areas the earth is very high, in some areas it is very low, in some areas it is very flat, in some areas it is little bit higher than the land, in some areas covered by sand, some areas are covered by water on 4 sides. So the earth is not uniform in any way. See children, in our India, major relief divisions. So here the India has 6 physical divisions or 6 relief divisions. India has 6 relief divisions or 6 physical features are there. The first one, Himalayas, and second one, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, third one, the Peninsular Plateau, fourth one, the desert, fifth one, the coastal plains, and sixth one, the island. See children, once again I am explaining. First one, Himalayas, second one, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, third one, the Peninsular Plateau, fourth one, the coastal plains, fifth one, the desert, and sixth one, the islands. These are the 6 main physical features of India. The Himalayas, the Indo-Gangetic Plains, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains, the desert, the islands. These are the 6 physical divisions of India. Do you want to see on map children? Divisions of India and location of India. Find out the location of India with the help of latitudes and longitudes. These 2 questions are homework for you. Okay children. social class. In previous class, what we learned? In previous class, what we learned, children? Yes, location, geological background, 6 major relief divisions. In previous class, we have discussed. See, children, today we are discussing about Himalayas. Today we are discussing about Himalayas. See, children, first of all, you have to learn the meaning of Himalayas. See, children, here Himalayas. What is the meaning of Himalayas? Abode of snow. What is the meaning of Himalayas? Abode of snow. Home of snow, are covered by ice and snow throughout the year. Himalayas means abode of snow, home of snow. Next one, Himalayas. Children, in which direction the Himalayas are run? In which direction the Himalayas are run? From west to east direction, the Himalayas run in the form of an arch. In the form of an arch. In which direction the Himalayas run? From west to east direction, the Himalayas run in the form of an arch. In which direction? West to east direction. These Himalayas are extended up to 2,400 kilometers. These Himalayas are extended up to 2,400 kilometers. In which, children, say how many kilometers the Himalayas are extended? How many kilometers the Himalayas are extended? Yes, 2,400 kilometers. The Himalayas are extended how many kilometers? 2,400 kilometers. In which direction the Himalayas are extended? In which direction the Himalayas run? From west to east direction, the Himalayas run in the form of an arch. It extended up to 2,400 kilometers. See, children, here the width is changing from western region, central region, eastern region. Here the width is in western region 500 kilometers. In western region 500 kilometers and central and eastern region 200 kilometers. What is the width of the Himalayas in western region? 500 kilometers. What is the width of central and eastern region? 200 kilometers. 200 kilometers. See, children, how many ranges? How many ranges are there in Himalayas? 3 ranges. How many ranges are there in Himalayas? 3 ranges. 3 parallel ranges are there in Himalayas. How many parallel ranges are there in Himalayas? 3 parallel ranges are there. These 3 parallel ranges are separated by the valleys and plateaus. These ranges are separated by the deep valleys and extensive plateaus. Extensive plateaus. Which landforms are separated? These ranges, children. Which landforms are separated? These ranges. Yes. Deep valleys and extensive plateaus. These two are separating these ranges. Now we have to recall once. Himalayas means abode of snow. Himalayas, in which direction the Himalayas run? From west to east direction. How many kilometers the Himalayas are extended? Up to how many kilometers, children? 2,400 kilometers. The Himalayas are extended up to 2,400 kilometers. What is the width of Himalayas in western region? 500 kilometers. What is the width of central and eastern region? 200 kilometers. plateaus. Valleys and plateaus. What is the width of Himalayas in western region? 500 kilometers. Himalayas are extended up to how many kilometers, children? 2400 kilometers. Children, next. Himalayas classified into how many parallel ranges? The Himalayas are classified into how many parallel ranges? 3. The Himalayas are classified into 3 parallel ranges. 3 parallel ranges. What are those? See, children, here the Himadri, Lesser Himalayas, Shivalik. Himadri, Lesser Himalayas, Shivalik. These are the 3 parallel ranges in Himalayas. Himadri is also called Greater Himalayas. Himadri is also called Greater Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas is also called Himachal. Lesser Himalayas is also called Himachal. See, children, how many parallel ranges are there in Himalayas? How many parallel ranges are there in Himalayas? 3. 3 parallel ranges are there. What are those, children? Those are Himadri, Lesser Himalayas, Shivalik. Himadri, Lesser Himalayas, Shivalik. What is the another name for Himadri? What is the another name for Himadri? Greater Himalayas. What is the another name of Lesser Himalayas? Himachal. What is the another name for Lesser Himalayas? Himachal. Himadri or Greater Himalayas? These two, one only. Lesser Himalayas, Himachal. These two, one only. Now we are discussing about Himadri parallel range. Now we are discussing about Himadri parallel range. Himadri. Himadri is also called Greater Himalayas. Himadri is also called Greater Himalayas. What is the height of Himadri? 6,100 meters. What is the average height of Himadri? The height of Himadri is the average height of Himadri is 6,100 meters, and it has highest peaks. Okay, children. Now I am asking some highest peaks. See, children, which is the highest peak in the world? Which is the highest peak in the world? Yes, Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Which is the highest peak in India? Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga is the highest peak in India. K2. K2 is in POK. POK means Pak Occupied Kashmir. Pak Occupied Kashmir. K2 is in POK. Kanchenjunga is in India. Mount Everest is in Nepal. Where is Mount Everest? In Nepal. Where is Kanchenjunga? In India. Where is K2? K2 is in POK. POK means Pak Occupied Kashmir. What is the height of Himadri, children? The average height of Himadri is 6,100 meters. And here Himadri has highest peaks also. Highest peak in the world is Mount Everest. Mount Everest is in Nepal. Which is the highest peak in India? Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga is in India. K2 is in POK. Glaciers. Glaciers also found here, children. Glaciers also found in Himadri. What is glacier or what is meant by glacier, children? What is glacier? Glacier means moving sheet of ice is called glacier. What is glacier? Moving sheet of ice is called glacier. Moving sheet of ice is called glacier. What is glacier? Moving sheet of ice is called glacier. And here perennial rivers also there. Glaciers are the main source for perennial rivers. Glaciers are the main source for perennial rivers. How these perennial rivers formed? How these perennial rivers are formed? Here the glaciers are melting and flowing as river. Here the glaciers are melting and flowing as rivers. These rivers are called perennial rivers. Glaciers are the main source for perennial rivers. What are the main source for perennial rivers, children? What are the main source for perennial rivers? Tell me, children. Yes, glaciers. Glaciers are the main source for perennial rivers. What is perennial river or what are perennial rivers? What are perennial rivers? These rivers having water throughout the year. The perennial rivers having water throughout the year. What are seasonal rivers? What are seasonal rivers? The seasonal rivers having plenty of water only in rainy season. The seasonal rivers having plenty of water only in rainy season. Seasonal rivers. Give examples for perennial rivers. Indus, Ganges, Brahmaputra. Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra. These are the main perennial rivers or examples for perennial rivers. Give some examples for seasonal rivers. Give some examples for seasonal rivers. Krishna, Godavari, Penna, Narmada, Tapi, Tungabhadra. These are the some examples for seasonal rivers. What is the another name for seasonal rivers? Peninsular rivers, rain-fed rivers, peninsular rivers, seasonal rivers. These three one only. These three same only. Second one, Lesser Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas is also called Himachal. Second one, Lesser Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas is also called Himachal. Where is Lesser Himalayas? Where is Lesser Himalayas? Lesser Himalayas is located south of the Himadri. Lesser Himalayas located south of Himadri. Lesser Himalayas are located south of the Himadri. What is the height of Lesser Himalayas? The height of Lesser Himalayas ranges from 3,700 meters to 4,500 meters. What is the height of Lesser Himalayas? The height of Lesser Himalayas ranges from 3,700 to 4,500 meters. Next, the important ranges are there in Lesser Himalayas. What are the important ranges in Lesser Himalayas? What are the important ranges in Lesser Himalayas? The important ranges are in Lesser Himalayas Pir Panjal and Mahabharata. Pir Panjal and Mahabharata. And next one, here the valleys also there in Lesser Himalayas. Valleys also there in Lesser Himalayas. What are the important valleys in Lesser Himalayas? What are the important valleys in Lesser Himalayas? The famous valley of Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra in Himachal. Kulu, Kangra in Himachal. What are the valleys located in Lesser Himalayas, children? Here the Kashmir Valley, Kungru, Kulu, Kangra, Kulu. What are the famous valleys in Lesser Himalayas, children? The famous valleys in Lesser Himalayas are Kashmir Valley, next Kangra, Kulu. Kangra, Kulu in Himachal. Hill stations. The famous hill stations located in lesser Himalayas. That hill stations are Simla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, etc. These are the important hill stations located in lesser Himalayas. Children, tell me, what are the important hill stations located in lesser Himalayas? What are the important hill stations located in lesser Himalayas? The important hill stations located in lesser Himalayas are Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, etc. These are the important hill stations located in lesser Himalayas. And next one, lesser Himalayas are covered by evergreen forest. Lesser Himalayas are covered by evergreen forest. Evergreen forest. Children, once you have to recall Himadri. Himadri is covered by ice and snow. Lesser Himalayas covered by evergreen forest. Lesser Himalayas are covered by evergreen forest. Himadri is covered by ice and snow. Third one, children, Shivalik. Third parallel range is Shivalik in Himalayas. Which is the third parallel range in Himalayas? Shivalik. Shivalik is the third parallel range in Himalayas. Where is Shivalik? Where is Shivalik? Where is Shivalik located in Himalayas? Yes, the southernmost range of Himalayas is called Shivalik. Where is Shivalik located? Yes, the southernmost range of Himalayas is called Shivalik. And Shivalik extended from 10 to 50 kilometers. Shivalik extended from 10 to 50 kilometers. Its height is changing from 900 to 1100 meters. The Shivalik height is changing from 900 to 1100 meters. Where is Shivalik, children? Where is Shivalik? Shivalik is located in southernmost south of Himalayas, or it is a southernmost range of Himalayas. Next, it extended from 10 to 50 kilometers. It extended from 10 to 50 kilometers, and its height is changing from 900 and 1100 meters. Next one, different names. So these Shivalik is called by different names in different regions. Different regions. In different regions, Shivalik is called by different names in different regions. These ranges are called by different names in different regions. See, children, Jammu Hills in Jammu region, Mishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Kachar Hills in Assam, Kachar Hills in Assam, Jammu Hills in Jammu region, Mishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Kachar Hills in Assam, Jammu Hills in Jammu region, Mishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Kachar Hills in Assam. These are the different names in different regions. Shivalik. These ranges having gravel and alluvial. Ranges are having gravel and alluvial. Gravel and alluvial. Next, valleys. Here, valleys also there in Shivalik ranges. Valleys also there. What? Here, dunes also there. Potlidu. These are the examples for duns. What is meant by dun, children? Tell me what is meant by dun. What is meant by June or what is meant by dun? The valleys lying between Lesser Himalayas and Shivalik is called duns. Examples: Patlidan, Kotlidan, Dehradun. Dehradun, Patlidan, Potlidu. The easternmost boundary of Himalayas is Brahmaputra Valley. Brahmaputra Valley. The easternmost boundary of the Himalayas is Brahmaputra Valley. The easternmost boundary of Himalayas is the Brahmaputra Valley. In Arunachal Pradesh, at Dihang Valley, Himalayas take hairpin bend to the south and act as a eastern boundary of India and run through northeastern states. Here see, children, where is Himalayas take hairpin bend? In Arunachal Pradesh at Dihang Valley. The Himalayas take hairpin bend to the south and act as a eastern boundary of India and run through the northeastern states. Tell me, children, once again, where is Himalayas take hairpin bend to the south? In Arunachal Pradesh at Dihang Valley, the Himalayas take hairpin bend to the south and act as a eastern boundary of India and run through the northeastern states. These divisions are known as Purvanchal. Mostly these Purvanchal composed of sedimentary and sandstones. And next, these Purvanchal known as Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills, Khasi Hills, Mizo Hills. These Purvanchal known as Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills, Khasi Hills, Mizo Hills. These divisions are known as Purvanchal. Mostly these Purvanchal composed of sedimentary and sandstones. Next, Purvanchal known as Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills, Khasi Hills, Mizo Hills. These Purvanchal are known as Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills, Khasi Hills, Mizo Hills. Children, what are the uses of Himalayas? Himalayas influence the climate in various ways. And Himalayas protect from the cold winds which are blowing from Central Asia during the winter season. Himalayas attract the tourists. Here many medicinal plants and herbs are growing here. Himalayas are the main source for perennial rivers. Okay, children. Tomorrow I will continue my class. Define Himadri. What is glacier? What is dun? What is perennial river? What are the uses of Himalayas? These are the questions homework for you. Okay, children.